Morning, everybody. I never expected to be sitting outside in August. Cold. That's new. There's this thing going around pagan community right now that I wanted to elaborate my own version of, and that is what makes your path your path. So for me, it's what makes animism animism. Animism is what's considered the first religion. Take that however you like, but it is considered the religion, the root religion of humanity. And because of that, we tend to look at it as something that's in the rearview mirror. We look at it as uncivilized, something that happens in other places, and that's not true. Not only is there modern practice of animism, there's also unbroken practice of animism, meaning lineage, lived traditions of animism that are unbroken. And we are all born animists. We are all born experiencing that everything is alive. That's why invisible friends. That's why we talk to trees and our stuffed animals. We are all born animists. So the question is, what happens around adolescence that we lose that? I talk about that in From Elder to Ancestor. Animism is the experience that everything has consciousness and that everything is in relationship. So a lot of people say animism is the belief that no. It's not a belief, and that's what makes it different. It is not a philosophical or intellectual pursuit. It is how you live. It is your awareness that everything has consciousness. Everything that you engage is alive. Some people phrase that as has a soul. Everything has consciousness. That is my awareness. And within that awareness, it is all in relationship. And when we are aware that we're in relationship with everything, that means that we have a responsibility, a deep responsibility to everything. Because the inverse of that is everything is aware that they're in relationship with me. There is reciprocity happening. So that means that everybody's agency is really important. My agency impacts everybody around me. And I say everybody specifically. In an animistic perspective, everybody is persons. We are all persons engaged. And so we have to be really thoughtful, mindful about how we move through our lives. That thoughtfulness can be framed as interdependence, as belonging. We all have this experience that when we are aware that we're in relationship with each other, we're engaging reciprocity with intention, we're giving back, we're asking for what we need, we're very clear in how we engage. Because experience is place-based, there are many animisms. Animism is not monolithic. Again, not a belief. It is experiential, awareness-driven. So there are many ways to animism. And all of this shapes land-based identity. We're talking about being super present in your own ecosystem, to what it needs, to what is happening, to what you need to be doing to give it, and also to what you need to ask for from your ecosystem. I have long said animism is where you stand. It's not someplace else. It's not some other place that you feel an affinity to. That does not mean that you can't feel animistic affinity to other places, but it's where you are. And so there is an aspect of embodiment, maybe not the Instagram version of embodiment that we hear people talk about all the time, this perfect state of being present, but this experience of body leading. That is also an aspect of animism for me. It is not mind-led, it is body-led, because body is who is first having that awareness for me. Animism is culturally flavored and experientially flavored. And what I mean by that is there may be deity involved, there may not be. It truly depends on the culture and land-based relationship experience. For me, there's no deity involved. So some folks can be polytheistic and be animistic. It's also worth expressing that animism is not the same thing as soul tending or shamanistic work. I would go so far as to say animism is in place first as a way of being, and soul tending is a way of engaging those relationships to evoke change. And not everybody wants to do that part. Many people want to come back to land-based relationship and awareness, but they don't necessarily want to do the soul work aspects of it. Maybe that's the next video. So, how does your path? I would love to know.